It's a big bad world, but I ain't ashamed. I like the lights in my hand and the beat in my face.
Tutorial on the look, and I did get a couple of private messages requesting for that look. So this is what this little one is about. So basically, it's a copper and brown eye that's got a metallic tinge to it, and also includes glitter and a wing liner. So first off, what we will do is we'll start with the face. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to add a little bit of moisturiser to my skin just because it's a little dry at the moment. I am going to only be using a little bit, and it's a Clinique moisturiser, a little bit of moisturiser. I'm just going to give my face a quick spritz with the Charged Water Skin Hydrating Mist from MAC. Alright, so the foundation I'll be using today is the Elizabeth Arden Flawless Finish Sponge On Foundation. The shade I've got here is Vanilla 22. I'm going to be applying that with my $1 sponge from eBay. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Alright, now I'm just going to use my Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer in Ivory, and we're just going to use this underneath the eyes and our top lip just to brighten up the face. Sorry about that, my phone is going crazy. I'm just going to blend this in with my finger. Before we go any further, I do have to show you my fabulous nails. I'll give you a link to the Facebook page of the lady that does my nails, Karina. She is amazing. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go in from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette in light to medium. And I'm literally just going to grab a powder brush and just use the pale banana powder shade, and we're going to use this underneath our eyes. I'm just going to pat that in. So just area where they use that concealer, and I might actually just my forehead with the banana powder as well. And then I'm just going to go in with my usual Ben 9 Pro HD translucent powder and just the rest of my face. Okay, alright, well we'll get into contouring and so on a bit later, but we're just going to go to the eyes first. Alright, so I'm going to be using shadow shields. I'll also leave a link down to the website where I purchase mine from. So I'm just going to take off the sticky sections just on the corner parts here, as you can see. And we're just going to line that up with our lower line. Just up to there. So it's literally just in line with our lower line. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same with the other one. I'm just going to go with my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm going to grab the shade shade Chocolate. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be applying this eyeshadow to the outside corner of my eye, the inside corner of my eye, and then I'm literally just going to drag it up into the crease. Just windscreen wiper motions, back and forth, back and forth. I'll bring it in here now to show you. So like I said, the outside, inside, and then back and forth. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So outside, inside, and back and forth. So with this eye is my more hooded eye than my other, so I actually need to create a new crease. So we'll go back in with the brown and we'll go from the inside, sorry, the outside, inside, and then back and forth. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to go into my Lorac Pro Palette. You don't need to use the products that I'm using. Basically, we'll just focus up on the shades. So with this palette, I'm just going to go in with Espresso, which is a very dark brown. And I'm going to go in with a shadow brush. Just a shadow brush. So I'm just going to grab Espresso. And I'm just going to darken the crease a little bit. And then the other side, just darken the crease a little bit, back and forth. I might actually chuck that on the outside, inside, inside, outside, and over. So basically what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to keep the center of our lids as clear as possible. It doesn't matter if you get some shadow on there because we are going to be covering that shortly. Just blending out those edges. Okay, so as you can see here, my eyeshadow shield's actually lifting from the center of the face. That's because I've used a cream foundation and they're not sticking. As long as they're stuck on the outside, that's all that matters for this particular look. So now I'm going to be grabbing my Revlon Photoready Eye Art pen, and the colour is Burnished Bling. So it's quite a copper shade, like a bronze copper. I'm just going to add some of that to the back of my hand, just here. And then we're going to go in with just another eyeshadow brush. I'm going to grab, I'll just grab this one. So this is the bigger eyeshadow brush than the one that we used before. And we're literally just going to pack that onto the center of the lid. Give it a nice coating. And then again on this side. Just fan it dry quickly. So I'm just going to go back in with another layer and we're just going to pop it on top of the other. Like so. And then we're going to grab our fluffy brush that we used before and I'm just going to dip it this time just straight into Espresso from the Lorac palette. Just get this to dry a bit more. Okay, alright, so now I'm literally just going to go straight from here and just blend in those edges. Okay, awesome. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a liner brush. This one is an angled eyeliner brush from e.l.f. You can pick these up from Kmart still, I'm pretty sure. Literally just going to spray this now with some Max Fix Plus. And I'm going to dip it into my black eyeshadow from my Lorac palette. And we're just going to start our line. So I'm just going to grab my mirror. And we're just going to start our line. we're just wanting a thin line to start with. And then we just bring it on out to the outside. Because that shadow shield's there, we can just run that over there. Alright, so I'm just going to throw my brush again just with a little bit more MAC Fix Plus, just because the brush has dried a bit. And the reason I'm doing it this way is I'm just showing you that there are multiple ways to do certain things. You don't have to always use specific products for specific things. And then we have the wing. How simple was that? Alright, so I'm just going to do the other eye. Alright, so that's now both eyes done with that wing. So now I'm just going to grab a bullet brush, which is shaped like this. I'm going to go straight in with Espresso from the Lorac palette. And we're just going to be running this straight underneath our lower lashes. Okay. Doing both sides as well. And I'm just going to go back in with that same little fluffery type blush that we had before. And we're just going to smudge that out a little bit. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the Revlon eye art pen again, adding the copper shade back to the back of my hand, and then I'm going to go in again with the bullet brush straight here, and we're just going to very lightly add this colour underneath. See that? See, we don't want a full-on block of the copper. We just want to ever so slightly add in a bit of sheen in here from that copper, just to blend everything together. See that? How pretty is that? Alrighty, so now I'm going to just quickly go in. I was going to use my trusty Chanel liner because it is amazing. On my eyes, it doesn't transfer. It stays black all day. This time, though, I will be using my MAC. So this time I'll be using my MAC Prolongwear eyeliner in black. And we're going to be using this on our waterline. And our tight line. Cool, there we go. Alrighty, next step is mascara. I'm going to be using this Rimmel London KT, I don't know what it's called, Scandaleyes mascara. So this is what it looks like in the packaging. It's quite nice. This is my personal one, so I'm just going to use it straight on my eyes. It does have a swivel spoolie on it. Just going to quickly add this, and with this video I'm actually going to add some lashes in. I do notice with this mascara that it is quite wet, so if you have hooded eyes, this is not a mascara for you because it will transfer, because it does take its time to dry. But it is a lovely mascara. I'm going to do lower lashes. I'm going to go in for another coat just because we can. Cool. Alright, so now while we're waiting for that to dry before we put on our lashes, I'm going to do my brows. So I've got my normal Bodyography trio. I've actually knocked off the top piece. And I'm using the middle shade. I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows. Comment down below if you guys would be interested in seeing a video of me going and getting my Botox done. I get Botox every couple of months, just for the fact that my eyebrows naturally sit quite low, and with the Botox it just gives me that brow lift. Also, when I smile, see how my top lip almost disappears? I also get Botox in my top lip to stop it from rising when I smile, which gives me the full top lip when I smile. So if you guys are interested in seeing a video like that, just comment below or send me a message on my Facebook page or something, and I can do a little vlog of me going and getting Botox if you guys are interested. Alright, so that's my brows quickly done. Just fill them in. Looking all suave. Alright, now I'm going to go in the lashes. With the lashes. Alright, so I have noticed that a lot of YouTube... They're very pretty. I might need to apply them. Alright, so now we're just going to move on to lashes. I'm using some Red Cherries number 16s. I have noticed that with a lot of YouTube tutorials, they're fiddling around with tweezers and so on. In the industry, you don't normally have time for that. That you have to get them on because you've either got another client, you've got another 12 models that you need to do, and it's quite full on. So I'm just going to give you a quick little tip on how to remove the lashes from the packet without pulling at them, misshaping them or whatever. Is literally just add some pressure and pull up. All you want to do is just break that adhesive. And they keep that bend. You also want to measure up your lashes to your eye, because they may need trimming. Not all lashes are made for your eye length or shape, so you may need to trim them. Okay, so for these ones, these are a smidgen too long, but I don't have my scissors on me. So I'm just going to add these on, but I would with these ones, I would trim them to about there. Just trim that little end off, and then they'll fit on my eye perfectly. The adhesive I'm using, and I use this in my kit, is the Arden Brush On. It has a great hold, and I don't have to sit there and fiddle around with a little pump out tube. And you literally just brush the product on and go from there. I might need to buy a new one actually, this one's running a little bit low. Okay. Alright, and we need that glue to get it a little bit tacky. Leave it for a minute or two. And then we just apply these straight onto the eye. Apply the centre. There we go, one outside. Two inside. There, lashes adhered. So I'm just going to add on the other ones. Okay, again, I'll just show you again. So you just add a little bit of pressure and pull up, add a little pressure, pull up, add a little pressure, pull up, just to break that stick. And then we have the lash. Just adding the glue on. And a good thing too about this lash glue is it is latex free, for those of you who are allergic to latex. And these lashes are huge, mind you. They're very, very big. I'm just going to add this one. So we go into the centre, outside, inside. Done. We have lashes. They're quite nice, but they are, like I said, very big. Alrighty, so now what we are going to do is we are going to contour our face. So I'm going back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to be using my Artist Professional Sculpt Brush. And I'm just going to go into the contour shade here. Lovely contour. I'm just going to go down each side of each nose. And like always, I always do my forehead. I need to bring that contour down a little bit low. So I'm just gonna get rid of that just a little bit. Okay, so cheeks done, nose is done, forehead's done, bottom lip. And I'm just going to round off my jaw a little bit, so I'm literally only adding the contour there. Just to the square section of my jaw. Just to give my face more of that oval kind of shape. Contour done. Now we're going to move on to blush. I'm going to use my Nye palette. This is from my kit as well. Has a nice array of colours. I'm going to go in with Gold Amber, which is this one here. I love this foundation, it's so nice. Might have to get it for my kit. Okay, cheeks, done. I don't like lines, so if I see any lines, I'm just going to blend those out. And then we're going to go in with lip colour, my little lip stash that I normally have on my thing. Oh, what colour are we going to use? What are we going to use? Red. Don't know. What about this Napoleon? This is the only Napoleon product I like because I don't really like his products. Picking a lip colour is so difficult. Oh, stuff. I'm just going to go with the red. I'm actually going to go with this. It is a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. And the shade I'm using is Amsterdam. Yet again, this is my personal one, so I'm just going to add it straight to my lip. Another little tip, if you want your top lip to look a little bit bigger, you can literally make your Cupid's bow a little bit thinner. So like, for example, like so. Itchy bit in there. And I'm just going to add on a highlighter. I'm going to be using the Bodyography Radiance Boost. This is a liquid highlighter. And you only need the smallest amount on the back of your hand, because this stuff goes a long way. Don't know if you can see it in this light. I might have to put on more. Bum, bow, nose, top lip, and more on a very heavy highlight. Final step, MAC Fix Plus. Okay, so this is the look without the glitter, but we are adding glitter. So I'm just going to add this on to the back of my hand, like so. So just there on the back of my hand, there's the highlight, there's the copper shade, and there's the glitter. So I'm literally just going to tap that onto my finger and just add that in just to the copper bit. Other side. Okay, and there we go. And that's with the glitter. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed and learnt a thing or two on how to get this little look. I love this look. I might wear this one night when I actually go out in town. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you learnt a little bit, and if you do actually use this look, I'd love to see photos. So thanks, and have a good afternoon.